Well, back home on the Lal Street, this market surged in the last hour to end at the high point of the day on Friday. The Sensex and the Nifty gained 0.7% each, with Sensex ending below the 39,000 mark. Both the Sensex and the Nifty hit record highs last week and ended the week with gains of around 0.4% each. Private banks led the Nifty bank higher, and that ended the week above the 30,000 mark. But that was about last week. A lot has happened over the weekend in terms of large deals as well as market cues. And Nigel joins us early this morning to tell us all of that. Good morning, Nigel.
Well, morning, Anisha. Morning, Mangalam. Well, as you said, in Friday's trading session, the Nifty saw a bit of a surge in the final hour of trade. The bears would have thought they're back in the game. But from the lows, the Nifty did a U-turn and ended, at around that 11,660 odd mark. Even the Nifty Bank, in fact, did well in the final hour of trade. The good part is the mid-cap and the small-cap index, it got badly hit in that downtrend or, when the markets are looking nervous. Now, in fact, they're doing a bit of an outperformance. By the end of the day, the institutions, well, they were net buyers because the FIs, they net bought nearly around 800 crores, and that was more than double of what the DIIs net sold. So pretty good news coming in from there. Net, they were, buyers to the tune of roughly around 450 crores or thereabouts. So they're bullish in the cash market. The FIs, they're putting the money on the table. And in the F&O data as well, they are net long, remember. They bought longs. In fact, they bought some puts in case things go wrong. There is some cushion on the downside. And very, very importantly, and the most important data point is that they're writing puts as well. Let's take those individually. They added close to 7,500 long contracts. For the week itself, they added close to 15,000 long contracts. So clearly, they're net long on the index. 70% of the positions are on the long side. But they're buying puts in case things go wrong. There is some protection on the downside. And I would read that as not a very, very bearish thing, but a good thing because there is cushion on the downside. In the past week as well, if you're looking at it in terms of the writing, well, they're writing puts. Even in the past week, they wrote close to around, roughly around 30,000 put contracts. And in Friday's trading session, they wrote close to around 13,000 contracts as well. Short point, they're not writing calls whatsoever. That's telling you that, in fact, the bears, they're fearful. They don't want to take that risk out there, go ahead and write calls. They could get cut out, and they could get cut out very, very badly. You're looking at the options data, 11,600 put, 11,700 call. Both of them have the highest open interest. So what are the levels you're looking at? The recent high, 11,761. From there, we did a U-turn. So we'll keep an eye out on that mark. While on the downside, if you're looking at it, 11,550, 11,500, that's the level that, in fact, the bulls will look to defend. Finally, only niggle and a bit of a worry is that Brent crude prices holding above $70 per barrel. But very, very quickly, if you, just pull up a last 6-month chart of the rupee, the last time Brent was at $70 per barrel, the rupee was at around 72. So that's telling you that in rupee terms, Brent crude prices, they're not that high at least. And the big cue you're looking at today is the BJP. They're likely to form the next government. At least that's what the market is factoring in. So we'll wait by for their manifesto at around noon. And in terms of a global cue, what's going to happen in terms of, trade talks between China and the United States? We'll keep an eye out on both those two marks. But upside, 11,761. Downside, 11,550.
Absolutely, Nigel. Take your point on the sort of money that the FIs are putting in. The Nifty futures premium is now at 95 points. I don't remember the last time we saw that sort of premium. But what are the stocks that you're watching out for?
Well, Mangalam, in terms of that Nifty futures, it's indicating the aggression and also a couple of other factors. Now you have 4 contracts, right? So you have 4 contracts till the expiry. So that's why, you're seeing an added premium. It's 4 of them combined together. That's just something that I was doing over the weekend and some feedback that I got. But let's focus on the stocks. One important stock that you're looking at, or 2 of them actually, is going to be Lakshmi Vilas as well as Indiabulls Housing Finance. We here at CNBC-TV18 told you before market close that this deal is likely to be announced. It was announced. In terms of stock movement, well, Lakshmi Vilas Bank, if you're looking at the ratio, it's favorable to them. So you should expect that stock to continue to move higher. And we're waiting by for a reaction on Indiabulls Housing Finance as well. RBI approval, most crucial. Now all the cards are in RBI's hand and they'll take the decision whether or not they get the go-ahead or not. NIT Technologies, finally Bearings Private Equity, they're gone ahead and they have bought that 30% stake and they've also launched an open offer for around 26%. On the back of this, you're looking out for 3 stocks. One is NIT Technologies, where the deal has happened. It's happened at a premium of around 3%. So keep an eye on that stock. Secondly, you're looking at NIT Limited because they have sold 23%. Now the shareholders will wonder, hey, how much money are we getting via dividend, via one-time payout? So that'll be the second stock. And finally, Hexaware, because Bearings Private Equity already has, more than 60% stake in Hexaware. So what's the plan going out there as well? We'll keep an eye out on all those stocks. RBL Bank, well, they're going to be meeting on April 18th to consider some fundraising plans. So keep an eye out on that one. And Tata Steel, well, the stock did see a good run in Friday's trading session. The production and sales numbers look very, very good for the India sales as well as for the European sales. So great news for Tata Steel. But did they sell it at a discount? Did they sell it in the export market at a bit of a discount? That we'll come to know when they come out with their numbers. But otherwise, numbers look good. And finally, Sagar Cement. We know South India prices have gone up. Now they're telling us that dispatches as well are going up and production as well are going up. So we'll keep an eye out on that stock as well.